How can we make $100 a day with pocket option? In the most safest way possible, the most conservative way, realistically, making $100 a day. Is it possible? How much money do we need to have? What type of risk management do we need to have in place in order to make that happen? And that's what we're going to be focusing on right on this video today. Welcome back, guys. Mark here. It's great to see you again. So two of the most important parts of trading that you should be focusing on right now, right? This is strategy. And it doesn't have to be like a 90% win rate strategy. It could be like a 50 or maybe 60% win rate, somewhere in that range, and you guys are going to be just fine. The other part is the money management. You can't have one without the other, right? It's like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, have you ever tried to have a peanut butter sandwich, right? Have you tried to swallow that? It doesn't work. You got to have the jam to wash it down, right? That's how it is with trading. You got to have both. So we're going to approach things a little bit differently today. I'm not going to just be trading with my normal strategy, and I'll show you what that strategy is. You know, what's allowed me to take a few $100s into now, which is over $3,000, just compounding my account slowly over time, right? Is that possible? Of course it's possible. I've got over 170 videos on my YouTube channel to show you that, right? We're trading all the time, making videos. This is real money, guys. Real money here. I've got my demo account over here, all right? For all of you guys that say, Mark, well, it must be nice using your demo account. Guys, I'm not using the demo account. I don't remember the last time I used the demo account. Even when I want to test out a new strategy, maybe I'll trade with like $1 trades, which is the smallest amount that you can trade inside a pocket option. But I don't really like the demo account, guys. I don't like the psychological shift going from a demo account to a real account. Now, of course, I always tell you guys, if you've got a brand new strategy, you should start on a demo. Absolutely, 100%. You should experiment and try things. I mean, maybe you only got like $50 or whatever. No, you should not be using the real account if you're trying out some strategies for the very first time. So just wanted to get that out of the way. So anyway, so we got pocket option up on the screen right now, but let's go over to the money management. And what we use for that, of course, is the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. You guys have seen this. We've got almost 2,000 members using this spreadsheet, getting incredible results over at the Wealth Warriors Alliance. I mean, look at all these screenshots and reviews. I'll leave the link down below for you guys. You guys can go over there and check it out. So you can see I'm not making this stuff up. I mean, this is actually real people. These are not my screenshots. I didn't pay for these. These are not, nothing like that, guys. They just, voluntarily, we've got members that post their results in the group. And these are the results. Now, I've got a few things for you guys I want to share with you. I'm not going to give it to you just yet on this video, but today I'm going to share with you the most popular strategy that's inside of the VIP group. Okay? I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm going to tell you what that is, and I'm going to show you where you can get it for free. Yes, the most popular strategy in the group, right? Because we got a lot of members. I mean, what do we have right? I mean, it's like, this is not, I mean, we've got more members than that right now, but almost 2,000 members or something like that. But the most popular strategy, and then I'm going to be sharing that with you. Also, we have a gentleman that is doing a public challenge. Okay, has placed himself out there on YouTube. And what he's doing is he's taking $100 and he has a goal to take that $100 into $50,000. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but that's his mission. And he's posting videos almost on a daily basis of him trading, and he's showing exactly what he's doing. And I'll post a link down below. But guys, right now, I want you guys to focus. $100 a day inside a pocket option. How can we do that with money management? How much money do we need? Let's go ahead and focus on that. So the trade manager settings that I use, I must win 1 out of 10 trades. It's right here. Win trades 1, total trades 10. This is what I'm focusing on. I mean, you can change this. A lot of you guys might look at this trade amount over here and see that it's only $2. If you don't want to trade with $2.38 as the first trade, you don't have to. You can increase the risk. I don't always recommend that. I mean, if you've got some money that you just want to throw away at this thing, then great. But for those of you that are taking this a little bit more seriously for the long term, you want to keep this really conservative. You can change the win trades. You can change this from 2 or from 1 actually over to 2. And then you can see the first trade amount is $23.41. Now this number will grow over time as your account grows, as it compounds. So will the trade amounts. But if you have a loss, for example, if this first trade is a loss, you come over here, mark it with an L, well, you can see that the next trade amount's going to be a little larger. Now, let me go ahead and fix the coloring and stuff over here. I was messing around with something today. There we go. You can see that the next trade amount is a little bit larger to make up for the loss for the previous trade, right? That's how the trade manager works. But guys, it's not exactly martingale, okay? There's actually an algorithm behind this, and it helps you and gives you the exact trade amounts to use. Not too much, not too little, but just the correct amounts that you need. Now, with martingale, it's way more riskier than this. Okay, I mean, if you have like 6 losses in a row with martingale, you're probably going to blow your account. With the settings that I have, I can sustain up to 9 losses in a row. It's going to give me a lot more room to work with, and I could even extend this a little bit larger. We can make this max loss limit, so I would have up to 10 losses before I would, end up having account liquidation. Now, guys, I don't really recommend for you to just keep trading all the way through, right? I mean, you can do that, and sometimes I mention that, but I'm also going to share with you a strategy that, we have a member actually doing this, and he has a great idea, and he only trades, he only goes to win 1 out of 6 trades instead of 1 out of 10 trades, and he has a strategy that he uses that keeps him in the game. And I'm going to share that with you a little bit later. But for now, guys, a lot of this really depends on how much money you have. To make $100 a day, you got to have some leverage. You really do. You've got to have enough in your account to handle some type of drawdown, right? Whatever that is. So we're going to figure out what those numbers are and how many trading sessions are we going to need to do to reach that $100. See, that's the great thing about the trade manager. When you're out there trading kind of blindly, or you don't have a system in place or a spreadsheet, you really don't know, like, how long is it going to take me to achieve a goal? Well, that's why we've also included the daily goals section in the trade manager. So even before you start trading, you're going to figure out and be able to know how many trading sessions that you're going to have to do, how many wins are you going to have in order for you to reach that $100 goal, right? All that information is over here. It's the account gain. You get to see that you're going to earn 3% on your account, right? After each trading session, or at the end of the day anyway, if you were to do this in one day. So, and of course, those are based on the settings that I have. So that's going to change drastically. But the first step is just to come over to the daily goals and enter in your daily goal target, whatever that is. It could be $200, right? Now, guys, don't put $100 in a pocket option thinking that, you're going to pull $100 in one day. If you did, great, congratulations, but that's pretty hard to do. I would say for that amount, maybe like $10 is a little bit more realistic. I mean, because you're going to have some losses too. You might have a winning streak, but you'll also have a losing streak. I mean, you're going to have both of those things. So for the profit target based on the initial capital, I mean, let's just kind of look at what I have here. I have over $3,000 in here. So is $100, is it practical? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's doable. If I want to sit here on my butt, right, maybe an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, or maybe even a couple hours, that'd be a lot. I mean, I've had videos where I just sit here and trade for 2 hours. I've done that. It's a lot of work, guys. It takes a lot of time, and I can do that, right? I mean, if I really wanted to make that $100, right, $3,000 a month, awesome. Let me show you what I would need to do personally in order to achieve that goal. I've done the $50 a day stuff, but you can see my initial capital here, $34.24. I've got total trades set to 10, win trades set to 1. I must win 1 out of 10 trades. That's going to give me an account gain of 0.06% after each session, not for the entire day. Now, it might not seem that much, right? It might not seem like a huge amount, but all I need to do is complete 46 trading sessions per day to reach that $100. 46. How do you complete a trading session? How long does it take to complete a trading session? If you've got a strategy that's like a 5-second strategy, it's going to take you 5 seconds because you would only need to win 1 trade. After that trade's won, you can mark over here on the session counter, 1 session completed. The Trade Manager also logs all of this stuff. It takes care of all these trading sessions for you. It keeps track of everything so you can go back and see, oh, how many losses did I have on that trading session, or how many losses did I have on this one? And so that's really cool. And we're updating all this stuff too as well, guys. What I'm going to do here, I was experimenting with this earlier. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and refresh this page because something is, just let me go ahead and just refresh this, guys. Let's get this back here and making sure that everything is going to be working here. I'm going to go over here and just zero everything out. Let's clear everything. Just going to go for a full reset. So 46 sessions with the settings that I have and the initial capital that I have. Now, the minimum initial capital required to do 1 out of 10, that's going to be printed for you right here over on the right, just to the right of the initial capital. So the minimum amount, right, for these settings, super, super conservative, what you're going to have is $1,440. Actually, it's about $1,441, let's just say. Okay, that's what you're going to have. So if I put 14, let's just call it $1,445, just to be clear on this. Okay, so now, if you look, as soon as I changed my initial capital, the sessions required has pretty much doubled. Now it's 108 sessions that I'm going to have to complete per day. Okay, that's a lot. Do I want to do 100 sessions per day? Nah, probably not. Not going to want to do that. That's just a lot. Yes, it's going to give me almost 7% account gain, but that would take a lot of time. I mean, I would be exhausted, guys. I would have all this fatigue and everything, and I would be in here for like maybe 4 hours a day, just like, having my head down, hitting that buy and sell button, buy and sell, just to reach that 100. So there's a couple things I can do at this point, right? 2 things. We can put more money into the platform, or we can make the settings a little bit more risky. Okay, just a little bit, because we want to get the sessions number here down. We want to get this number lower. So if we add more funds, right? Let's just say, I don't know. Let's just put on a bigger number there. So let's just say $5,000, right? You've got $5,000 you want to put in a pocket option. You would only have to complete 31 sessions. Again, how long does it take to complete a session? Based on the settings that I have, it would only take 5 or 6 seconds. Between each trade, it could take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, even 5 minutes, right? That's not a lot of time. Maybe let's just say a session every 5 minutes. I mean, 2 hours a day, you guys are going to have it, right? But I understand that not everybody has $5,000 laying around, right? So let's just do this. Let's put this back to $1,445. And let's see what else we can do. The other option would be there's actually a couple options we can do here. We can lower the total trade amount. And we have some members that do this. I can take this from 10. Now, just keep in mind, look over here at the sessions required. Currently, it's at 108. If I lower the total sessions, if I take that down to 9, look, it drastically dropped down to 52. That's huge, guys. Let me go ahead and do that again. Okay, it was at 9 before, which means I must complete 108 sessions to make $100 a day. That's about 7% profit on my account, or 7% gain. It even shows you my capital final right here. But watch as I switch this back to 9. That number, 108, I'm going to put it back to 9. Here we go. Now it's at 52. Basically cuts that number in half, only going down 1 digit on the total trades. So that's one thing that you can do. Here's another thing. Let's put this back to 10. Now this is going to be really risky here, guys. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I don't think I would do it, but you can change the win trades from 1 to 2. Now you would only need to complete 9 sessions to reach that $100. That's it. And as soon as you reach that goal, it's time to stop for the day. And that's one of the great things about the Trade Manager is that it also prevents you from overtrading. But what we talk about in the group, once you reach that daily goal, that's it. You guys are done, right? You can go for a dollar amount, but we also have a little feature over here that allows you to go by percentage. Let's say you want to earn 2% per day. Change this 2%, and then over here, just enter in 2. 3 sessions per day, right? So with these settings, basically that's just 6 wins. So that's kind of like what we're looking at here, guys. You can increase the amount that you have inside a Pocket Option. And this is all based around the Trade Manager. There might be other strategies that you guys want to use. I don't know. You've got, the 4-entry rule. You have martingale. There's a lot of different strategies out there. But what I'm talking about is the strategy and using the Trade Manager with the algorithm that's behind this, because this is very powerful. Really takes out the guesswork. You guys don't need calculators. You don't have to think, oh, what should the next trade amount be? No, it takes care of that for you. So without talking about it, let's go ahead and dive in here, and we can do some trading today. We'll do that. Now let's talk about strategy, right? I mean, the strategy that I use, where I've been able to, really compound my account a lot, just over months, just sitting here making videos all the time for you guys, compounding my results. And this goes up and down. I also experiment and try different strategies. I'm not all for strategy hopping. I don't recommend that you guys do that. I recommend you stick with one strategy, find something that fits your personality and stick to it. And don't keep switching around, hopping around. Is just get better with it, trade it through the good times and the bad. And guys, strategies don't stop working, right? They don't really change unless you change the rules. The only thing that's different is the market conditions. That's really the only thing that changes around, right? The price is different, the charts are different. They're different on the weekends, they're different on Monday. You have these, whiplashes and all this stuff going on. On Monday, you don't have that on the weekend, right? So every day is different. When you do your strategy, right, trade it through the good and the bad. You're going to have those win streaks, but you're also going to have those losing streaks. So if you want to see what I'm doing, and we'll get some trades in here. I know you guys want to see that. And I'll go ahead and share with you what the number one strategy is inside of the group. I'll share that with you in just a moment. Now, the strategy that I use is a Fast 5 strategy. This is where you have a 30-second time frame using the regular candlesticks over here, and then you also have an expiry of 5 seconds, right? That's it. It's really fast. And of course, because this is 5 seconds, you guys are going to have to use the OTC markets over here. So click on currencies. Any of these top pairs up here paying out at 92%, or anything with the initials OTC over the counter, it's right up here, guys. And you can just browse through these, okay? I'm not really necessarily looking for something that's just completely going sideways. I want to see some good up and down movement. Maybe something like this. This is a great example. First of all, let's go over to the Trade Manager. Make sure that we have the real capital here, 3426.60 and 3426.60. That's what I have inside a Pocket Option. That's what I need to enter into the spreadsheet before we continue, okay? If you're following along right with me here, no, I'm not going to use 2 out of 10. I'm going to switch this to 1. Definitely don't want to do that. We're not going to reach that $100 on this video. No way. I mean, that's just going to take like 4 hours to do that. I don't know, it might take like 3 hours. I don't know how long. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. We've done videos with 2 hours, and we've made that, we've made some pretty good cash doing that, but not today. Once you enter your initial capital and you set the settings how you want them, you're going to have a trade amount over here on the left, and you must enter this amount into Pocket Option. It's going to be 238. Let's go over here. That's already entered in there, so we're good to go. 34.2660 over here. 34.2660 ready to go, and 92% payout. We've got some movement here. We're going to take a trade after the first 5 seconds of the 30-second candle. 30, 29, 28, 27. Looks like we're going down. There are no guarantees, guys, when it comes to trading. And so that is an L. That is an L. What do we do if we have an L or if we have a loss? You come over to the trade manager, mark that trade with an L. And when you do that, it will give you the amount for the next trade. Boom, right there. 496. Let's come back over here. 496. Repeat this process. It can be a little bit boring, but it can also be a little bit exciting as well. Let's go ahead and watch the candles here. I'll move this over a little bit. And what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm taking trades after the first 5 seconds of a 30-second candle. This strategy is called the Fast 5. This is what I always use. And if the candle is green after the first 5 seconds, I will buy. If it's red after the first 5 seconds, I will sell. If it's indecisive, I'm not doing anything. I will pass. I will change the chart, or I will wait for the next 30-second candle, right? And don't worry if any of that sounds confusing, because I'm going to actually be trading that right here live in front of you, so you guys can see how I do this. I actually like this chart. Looks good. So I'm probably just going to hang out here for a little bit. And yeah, we're not doing any AI trading or anything like that today. We've got several videos with AI trading. I could probably just remove that button in case I accidentally press it. That's happened to me before. 28, 27, 26. It's indecisive. It's called a pancake candle. It's flat. And it's kind of like a little doji, and I don't trade those candles. So what would I do? I would wait for the next 30-second candle, or I can simply just change the chart. Really simple, guys, right? We're on a roll. And no, I haven't had that much caffeine today, to believe it or not. I had like half of an ounce. I got this little machine that measures the coffee and stuff. And I just put a little, like a half an ounce of coffee. We talk about health and stuff all the time on this channel and on my videos. Oh, that's indecisive too. Look at that. So now, how come I don't take trades on those is because it really doesn't give me any defined direction on what it's going to do. If I don't feel like it's going to go up or down, I'm not really going to enter. So we've got some members that trade every single color. If it's green, it doesn't matter what the green looks like. They just take a buy. You can do that. You guys are free to do whatever you want. No, I just don't like it. And I've noticed the longer that I do this strategy, I get more picky, right? The main goal here, guys, for all my videos, this one's a little bit different because, we talked a lot more about the money management part of things. But normally when I'm doing my trading videos, the goal is to end up with more money than what I started with at the beginning of the video, okay? So that looks pretty good. I'm a little late on that. Okay, so we got 2 more seconds to go. 1 more second, that is a win. And what happens now? Do we trade? Do we just sit here and wait and enter another trade? No, we have to log all of our wins, all of our losses, right? So we come over here to the trade manager, mark this with a win. And because I've set my settings to win only 1, this session is complete. Now, guys, I just realized I'm using a beta version of a new version of the trade manager. So what I'm going to have to do is probably reload this because I didn't realize that when I started the video. So guys, just give me 1 second. Let me go and redo this because this is not operating correctly at the moment. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I have never had to do that before on a video ever, right in the middle of the video and stop it. I was using the beta version. We've got a new version of the trade manager coming out. So let me go ahead and get everything back to normal here. Where are we at? 34.2660. 34.2660 on the account balance. We did a 1 out of 10. And we won the, oh no, we lost the first one, right? We won the second one. The session has ended. And profit targets, doesn't really matter. We're not going for a daily goal at the moment. So everything looks good. Once we get to this point, when we have a win, the session, if you have the win trades set to 1, or it doesn't matter, whenever you meet the number that you have set for the win trades, you're going to have a little alert that says session end. And once you see that, you're going to come over here and click on the new session button. What this will do is log everything. If you do have those options turned on underneath the options section over here, it will do its best to match the balance that you have in Pocket Option with the balance that you have in the Trade Manager. So if you guys want to see another session, let's go ahead and do it. We've already had one successful trading session logged over here on the session counter, underneath the session counter. Let's go over here to Pocket Option. 238 is going to be the first trade amount. Let's go ahead and enter that in, 238. Great. And then we've got everything set up correctly. We've got a 5-second expiry. Let's go ahead and take another trade. We can change the charts if you want to. If you guys don't like how they look, it's totally fine. Something like this that looks like this, I'm probably not going to trade it. I'm just going to go ahead and stay out or skip the chart. Don't really want to do anything with that. So let's just go ahead and go through here. This looks decent. It looks like it's finally starting to move. Maybe we can take a trade on this right here. So we've got about 7 more seconds to go before the next 30-second candle. Let's go ahead and wait this out. 2 more seconds to go. Long wick there. 28.27. Ooh, this is going to be a late one. I'm about a split second early on that. Ooh, got a little bit of reverse. So this one's going to be an L. We come over to the Trade Manager. We mark this with an L. We get the next trade amount, which is 497. We come over here. Enter that in. That's it. And then you guys continue to trade. That's all you got to do. Paint by numbers. You just follow the amounts that the Trade Manager gives you, and you continue to trade. You mark it with an L or a W over here. You get the next trade amount size. If it's a win, you complete, reset the spreadsheet. You continue to the next trading session. It's really that simple, guys. Just rinse and repeat. Okay. Still, this chart looks pretty good. Let's see what's else. See what else we got here. And I've been doing this strategy for so long, I could probably just do it blindfold, guys. I've done this for so long. There we go. There's one right there. Need a little bit more push up. 1 more second to go. And you can see that, guys, those wins, they're going to come along. You're going to have the L's. You're going to have the wins. You got to have the losses to have the wins. That's just the way it is. And it's just inevitable, right? It's going to happen, guys. We mark it with the W. The session has ended. Come over here, click on the new session button and clear everything out. And if you have your options turned on for the automation features, then you will have a lot of the balance update for you. You'll have these sessions counted for you automatically. Okay, there's a lot of automated features here. All of that is discussed. We've got plenty of videos on the website that go through how all this stuff works. So my goal for today, if I were to leave it at 2% account gain, I would only need 31 sessions to complete for the whole day, right? It might even be just a little bit less because I've already made some profits on this. And as my initial capital grows, this session's required probably going to end up going down a little bit, or it might change. But as long as I know what it is at the beginning of my trading day, that's my goal for today. 30 or 31 sessions, give or take. It could be a little bit different depending on the fluctuations with the payout. If you've been trading in Pocket Option, you know that the currencies and all the different assets, the payout amounts fluctuate, and that's okay. And one thing you don't have to worry about is if that does happen, you can lower the payout percentage in the Trade Manager to account for those drops. If I set this at 85%, if we have a currency that drops down to 85%, I am still covered and I can still come out and profit with my trading sessions. You see how that works? If it's set to 92 and the asset in Pocket Option drops to 80%, I may not be in profit. Maybe it'll be a break even. it's going to be really close. There's a lot of math and stuff involved on what happens to determine that. But just to be safe, and for me, what I do, guys, is I just keep it at 92%. If you guys watch my videos, it's just always 92, 92, 92. And I do that because every trade that I do, I make sure that the payout over here always says 92 at all times. All right? Okay, you guys got it. So what are we going to do here? Let's do another trading session, right? Let's just go ahead and do another one. So we've got 34.30.97 in pocket option. We've got 34.30.98. It's off by 1 penny. I'm happy with that. First trade amount, 238. Let's go ahead and put that in. Awesome. How are we doing on time here? We're doing pretty good. We usually go over like 30 minutes or whatever, but all right, so there's that next candle. Good push up there. Let's go ahead and enter. Let's get some more trades in. And wow, nice push there. Look at that. One more second. There we go. If we win the first trade, just mark it with the W. Come over here, click on new session. It'll clear everything out. Another profitable session has been completed. 3 sessions total. We're getting closer to that sessions required 31 goal right here. Look at that, guys. This is all I do. I'm trying to make this more exciting, trying to get pumped up here, because trading, when you figure it all out, it can be a little bit boring. You know, it really can. And I promised you guys that I would share with you what the most popular strategy is inside of the VIP group. And I'm going to give it to you guys today. Okay? So if you guys want to join, well, I'll show you how to join in just a moment. But let me show you the most popular strategy. It's right here. It is the power bar strategy. Okay? And this is one of the most popular videos on my YouTube channel, but you guys can check it out. What I'm going to do, so you don't have to go look for it, I'm going to leave the link below in the description for this. Okay? But only if you subscribe. Okay, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to leave the video, leave a link down below in the description. You guys just go down there and check it out. Also, what I want to do is mention the candle builder over here, guys. This guy taking $100 to $50,000 challenge using the trade manager. Go over there right now and subscribe to him and watch his videos. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. I will also leave the link down below in my description for this guy because he's just killing it. Definitely go over there and check it out. And if you guys want to join us, it'd be nice if you can join us. If you don't, hey, it's all good. Take your time. Why get in a hurry with things? Trading's not for everybody. Most people lose money with trading. We all know that. If everybody won, there would be no market. There would be no volatility. We have to have people winning and losing all the time, right? But that's why we use tools like the Trade Manager to give us that extra edge, right? To take out the guesswork so we're not so stressed out. Because I think stress and emotions and all that stuff affects the trading. It affects our decisions when it comes to trading as well. And I've learned this from over the years, and I've been trading for a while. But a lot of our members just really never had any fun until they've joined the group. They've tried the stocks, futures, forex, indices, crypto. They've tried it all. I've tried it all, and we've never really had much fun until now. And you can see the results speak for themselves. So I'll leave the link down below in the description. Also, I'll post a link down there in the comments if you guys want to check it out. Try out the strategy, guys, but most importantly, that's what you're going to have to expect when it comes to making $100 a day. Your capital, big part of it. You got to have the money to give you that leverage to reach that amount. But you can do it. If you want to sit down and put in the hours, put in like a couple, 2 hours a day, right? In a conservative way, you can reach that amount. Now, I'm specifically talking about binary options. It works a little bit different than the normal traditional ways of trading or whatever you're doing. Binary, you got to put in some time. You got to put in some time. You're not going to get that open market, you know, that moonshot and all that stuff. That's not how we trade when it comes to binary. It's totally different. It's just about money management. It's about putting the time and effort in. Yes, it's about strategy. And we have so many strategies inside of the group. But guys, that's my time for today. So try it out, and there you go. Wish you all the best of success. Thanks for coming out. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Make it a great day. Talk to you soon.